In the autumn of 2025, a single handshake in Busan, South Korea, between U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping sent ripples of relief across the global economy. The two leaders finalized a one-year trade truce, halting a bitter economic conflict that had rattled markets and threatened recession. The agreement, reached after intense negotiations, addressed critical issues that had nearly brought U.S.-China trade to a standstill. At its core was a resolution to China's export ban on essential computer chips, which had threatened the global automotive industry. China agreed to lift the ban, providing immediate relief to car manufacturers worldwide, while the U.S. pared back some tariffs. The truce also included Chinese pledges to buy vast quantities of American soybeans and ease controls on rare earth exports. Both leaders hailed the deal as a step toward stability, but deep strategic rivalries remained. For now, the world exhaled, hoping this fragile truce would hold. The handshake was a lifeline for a world economy on the brink, but the question lingered: was this peace, or just a pause? The most dangerous flashpoint was China's halt of automotive-grade chip exports, a targeted move that threatened to paralyze global car production. Major automakers like Volkswagen and Jaguar Land Rover faced imminent shutdowns as supply chains unraveled. The crisis exposed a critical dependency. While chip technology is developed in the West, final assembly often happens in China. When China weaponized this control, it revealed the fragility of just-in-time manufacturing. The Busan Agreement's linchpin was China lifting the chip ban, especially from Nexperia, a Dutch company at the heart of the crisis. Automakers could restart procurement, averting disaster. The episode underscored a simple truth. In today's world, no nation is an island. Even rivals must cooperate to keep the wheels of the global economy turning. Beyond semiconductors, the truce covered other vital fronts. China pledged to buy millions of tons of U.S. soybeans, reviving a market American farmers had lost to tariffs. The deal also paused China's export controls on rare earth minerals, restoring access for U.S. industries dependent on these strategic resources. On public health, China agreed to crack down on illicit fentanyl production and exports, a major U.S. concern. In return, the U.S. reduced some tariffs, offering relief to importers and consumers. Yet, the tariff structure remained complex, and new uncertainties emerged as tariffs on other countries rose. The truce was a patchwork of concessions, not a comprehensive fix. Still, it offered hope to battered industries and communities. The world watched, aware that stability was fragile and hard-won. At the center of the chip crisis was Nexperia, a Dutch company owned by China's Wingtech. Nexperia's chips are designed in Europe but finished in China, making it vulnerable when Beijing imposed its export ban. The move severed a vital artery for the global auto industry, leaving factories in Europe and North America scrambling. The Dutch government intervened, warning China that the ban hurt not just foreign firms, but China's own reputation as a reliable trade partner. The crisis highlighted Europe's precarious position between U.S. and Chinese interests. The Busan Agreement carved out a path for Nexperia to resume exports, providing immediate relief to automakers. The episode showed that global supply chains are deeply intertwined and easily disrupted. Decoupling, it turned out, was far more complicated than rhetoric suggested. Saving Nexperia's chips was a pragmatic nod to economic reality. After Busan, both Trump and Xi projected optimism, framing the deal as a breakthrough. Trump called the meeting amazing, while Xi emphasized stability and mutual benefit. Yet beneath the surface, caution and mistrust lingered. U.S. officials warned that China remained an unreliable partner, and core disagreements over trade and technology persisted. Analysts saw the deal as a pause, not a solution. The rivalry over security, technology, and influence was far from resolved. The truce cooled tensions, but the underlying conflict endured. The trade war's toll was deeply personal. American farmers faced ruin and auto workers feared layoffs as factories teetered on shutdown. The Busan deal's soybean purchases and chip ban relief were lifelines, restoring hope to rural communities and industrial towns. For consumers, the easing of tariffs promised relief from rising prices. Small businesses gained a measure of predictability, allowing them to plan for the future. The truce stabilized a volatile global economy, letting companies rebuild, and communities breathe easier. It wasn't just about numbers, it was about livelihoods. For now, the world could focus on recovery, but everyone knew stability could be fleeting. The Busan Agreement was a diplomatic triumph, but its one-year term signaled a tactical pause, not lasting peace. Core disputes over technology, intellectual property, and global influence remained unresolved. Security tensions, from cyber espionage to nuclear posturing, continued to simmer. The summit sidestepped the Taiwan issue, leaving a major flashpoint untouched. Any escalation there could shatter the fragile truce. The future of U.S.-China relations will be a delicate balance of cooperation and competition. The world can hope for stability, but must prepare for renewed conflict. In this rivalry, peace is never guaranteed.